So we will use the breath to help us be present in our moment, to be present with our new body, and to be mindful of the poses. Maybe we could do things before and we cannot do it right now. We want to let go of the expectation of how things are supposed to be and just do what we can do right now with your new body. So we're going to start with the beginner's mind. So let's close our eyes and then take a deep inhale. Lengthen the spine, take the shoulders back. Exhale towards the back body. And then slowly taking breaths in up to the crown, down to your sitting bones. And just noticing how your body feels right now. Using the breath to give space. Using the breath to be present right now. And as you inhale and pay attention to your body, we're going to exhale to your baby, being present with your baby. And with your mind, you will feel a glow all around. As you sit cross-legged, and you're going to bring the glow to your belly, feeling warmth and peace. Using that feeling to connect with the little human you have inside. And in your mind, imagine your baby's face. Imagine with each inhale and exhale, you caress your baby with love and you see your baby smile. And even though your baby is not outside, you are building the relationship, the connection, while your baby is inside. And as you imagine your baby smile, you bring a slight smile to your face too. And then we'll take our hands towards our belly, feeling the sensation under our palms, feeling if the baby's moving or if the baby's just still. And then we'll take our hands out to the side. We'll flutter our eyes open. We'll blink our eyes open now. Palms up to the sky. And we're going to inhale, bring it up above your head. Exhale, past your forehead to your heart. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And let's come into tabletop. So your wrists will be under your knees. Wrists will be under your shoulders, knees under your hips, so you can move the blanket or pillow to the side. And we will work on some pelvic tilts. So if you have a bigger belly, you can adjust your knees. So your knees can be a little bit behind you or under your hips, but wider, so you can make space for baby. And we're going to tuck our toes in the back and bring weight towards our fingertips and the balls of our feet, balls of our palms. So we can avoid weight on our wrist. So we'll start in tabletop, aligning our neck with our spine, and we'll move through some cat-cows here. So we'll take an inhale, we'll look up, we're bending the upper back, keeping the lower back neutral. And exhale, push down to angry cat. Inhale, lift with your upper chest. And exhale, cat. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, down. And coming towards our neutral tabletop, we'll take our hips to the right and move our torso in circles in one direction, bending our elbows, moving our shoulders. Yes, going one way. And having like some sort of cat-cow pose as well too with this movement as we roll around. And we'll take an inhale and exhale. Let's rotate the other way. Even it out. Great. And we'll come back into tabletop. Let's extend the right leg straight. So the right toes are on the floor still. And let's move back and forth, stretching the calf here. And we're engaging our arms, meaning like we're hugging the arms towards the middle, taking the belly towards the spine, aligning the neck with the spine as well. And coming to still, we'll lift our right leg up. And if you're feeling strong today, you can take the opposite arm, the left arm, straight for bird dog. So we're hugging towards the midline. And take the belly towards the spine, create more space in the back. And we'll push our back heel towards the back wall, our fingertips stretching in front of us. Inhale, exhale, put everything down. And let's rest in child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide apart. And if you have a big belly, you can rest on your fist or have like a block under your forehead. And observe if you're making space for baby. If you feel a bit constricted, you can move your head closer towards your legs to make more space. We never want to squish our baby, so we always make the adjustment, getting used to our new body and soon new life. Breathe in, exhale, take it towards the back body, bringing the sit bones towards your heels, rooting down. And 2 more rounds. One more. Exhale, and we'll come back into tabletop to do the opposite leg. This time, we'll go straighten out the left leg for next bird dog. And we'll move backwards and forwards, stretching the calf. All right, come still and then lift up the left heel up to hip distance apart. Left toes flexed, pointing towards the ground. Again, if you're feeling strong, you can challenge yourself by taking the right arm straight. Fingertips pointing forward, and the left heel pressing backwards. And we're engaging the arm, the legs, like we're hugging the center line of our body. Taking an inhale, exhale, belly towards the back, engaging the core. Inhale, exhale everything down. Well, let's shake our hips left and right like we're a dog. And you can move your hips in circles here. And when you're ready, you can circle the other way. And then coming back into your tabletop, into your puppy pose. So we will keep our legs as is. So your knees are under your hips, and we're going to take the hands in front of us a little bit more. We'll go on our forearms here. So this is like an alternative to downward dog, or like an easier downward dog. It's a puppy pose. And you just let the heart melt down here. You can have your forehead hover, or if you're feeling flexible, you can have the forehead to the floor, but you can just keep it up if you feel like that creates more space. All right. Inhale, exhale. We'll come into our first down dog, so tuck the toes, and then we're gonna bend the knees, and just keep your knees bent as you lift your hips up. Let's walk the dog, bringing one heel down and the other heel down, just walking it slowly, warming up your dog. And then you can stay in your down dog. You can bring your heels down straight to your legs or keeping your knees bent, whatever feels good for you. And imagine the breath coming from the earth up your palm, rising up your arms to your shoulders, towards your sit bones, and down your legs towards your feet. And inhale, exhale. We're going to walk our hands towards our feet into a forward fold. If you have blocks or like some books, you can place that in front of you to help support you. And we just go with the full fold, and we'll flow into full and half fold. So we'll start with full. Take an inhale. Exhale, we're going to lift the heart into a half fold. And then coming back down, forward fold. And then we'll flow 2 more times to a half. So if you don't have any blocks, you can place your hands on your shins or on your thighs to help. So full fold and then half fold. And then into our full fold, we're going to come up with arms to the side. We'll raise our arms up, hands together above our head, and exhale, bringing our hands towards our heart. And we'll bring our hands towards the side into Tadasana, mountain pose, where our feet will be about hip distance apart. Lift and spread all 10 toes. Hug the thighs in, and then broaden the collarbones, bringing the shoulder blades back. Inhale from the earth up your legs towards your spine, towards your crown. And every exhale, you're shooting it down. And let's bring a little bend to our knees. We don't want to hyperflex and tense this way. We want to have a little bend in our knees. And just observe your heart. See if you could hear your heartbeat if you concentrate. And then bring your attention to baby. And your body. We'll come into chair pose. So your feet are hip distance apart. We'll come and raise our arm, bringing our sit bones down like we're sitting in a chair. And our biceps are towards our ears. When we take a next exhale, we're going to take the tailbone, because right now we have a low curve over here. We're going to take the tailbone towards the heel. So it's going to go like this to down like that. In here, we will remind ourselves to be kind. If your arms are feeling really tight, you can always bring it down. And then take our hands on our thighs, and we'll do some cat-cows here, okay? So we'll start with our cow. We'll lift the chest up, and then exhale, round the spine. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, cat. We're hugging the legs in, and continue with this flow. Go at your own pace. And then use your breath first, and then have your body follow with each movement. Working on strength. And bringing that low curve to your low back. And one more round. And then coming back into standing, shaking things out. Let's shake our legs out. And then let's sway our bodies. Moving your shoulders, like doing a little dance. Letting the blood flow. Let's move our arms, bringing some waving waves with our arms too. And bringing our hands towards our hip and standing. And we'll move in some hip circles here. So taking the belly out, then to the side, and then towards the back. Moving slow, moving with the breath. As you move, bend the knees as well. You can have it. If you bend the knees, you can make wider movements. And now your next breath, we'll do the opposite. Okay. Next, we'll come into some warrior poses. Let's start from the back of the mat so we have room. Take the right leg out in front, so the right toes are pointed forward. And then the left leg, the outside of the left leg foot is parallel to the back. So we're coming to warrior two. Right knee is above the right ankle. And we'll take our arms up into surfer position. So we'll look forward to warrior pose, warrior two. So in the past, before you had your baby, maybe you can take a wider stance, but now that you have a bigger belly, we don't want to overstretch our legs too much because we have the hormone relaxin making everything flexible. It looks like we can do it, but if we overstretch, we can hurt ourselves. So as a pregnant woman, we want to take like a shorter distance. Okay. Here we will flow from warrior two to straightening our leg and bring our arms up, okay? So we're gonna go inhale here and then exhale, hands above our head, legs straight. So inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands together on top. Two more. Hands above your head. Inhale one more round to warrior two. And then exhale, palms together. And then we'll come and stay in warrior two here. Flip the front palm. Slide the left palm towards the back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, bring it over here. Here we're stretching our right side. Inhale, expand the right ribs. And then take the right forearm, rest it on your right thigh, palm facing up, left arm over. And we're engaging the legs, hugging the legs in, and tucking the tailbone down. Inhale, exhale, back into warrior two. And we'll parallel the feet together. And we're going to switch our foot. So we're going the other way. So the left knee now is above the left ankle. And then we'll come into warrior two. Engage the legs, hug it towards the center. And tailbone towards the heel. Looking towards the left finger, stretching your arms the opposite way. And we're gonna get ready to flow again. Same movement. So inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten your leg, bring your hands up. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, warrior. Inhale, and then exhale, straighten. And then warrior. Do two more rounds at your own pace, following your breath. And when you're done, stay in warrior two. And take the right hand, slide it down your back leg, left hand facing the sky, and then bring it over for reverse warrior. Here we're checking that the knee is still above the left ankle. Then creating space with your inhale, expanding the left wrist this time. And seeing how your body feels. And if at any moment you can always come into child's pose, take a break for water, you can let me know. Inhale, exhale. Take the left forearm on our left thigh, and then bring the right arm over, drawing a line from the fingertips towards your right side, towards the right leg, grounding the outside of your right foot. Taking the belly towards the back. Feeling the stretch of our hips here. Inhale, exhale back to warrior two. Bring your feet into parallel. If you have a block, we'll come into a um, half fold, wide-legged half fold. All right. Here we are somewhat pigeon-toeing our toes. Our feet are parallel, but our big toes are pointed in a little bit more. Because when we have a big belly, we tend to waddle. So our toes are pointed the opposite way. So here we're trying to balance things out. We're lengthening the neck, the spine. Imagine something pulling our crown and our sit bones, making it straight here. Taking deep breaths in and out. Creating space in the back body. Take the belly towards the back to avoid just hanging our belly. Straightening our core here. And if you're feeling for it, you can bring your hands closer to a full fold. Again, you can either stay there or bring a little bit closer, testing where your limit is, knowing your new body, and knowing that we want to create space for our belly and also for our lungs. If you're feeling constricted, that's where you need to make an adjustment. We let the blood flow down vertically towards our head. Breathing in and out. And we can also breathe out of our mouth as well too. That helps bring more air into your body. But we're bringing slow breaths instead of hyperventilating. Okay, we're gonna take our heels in. We're gonna bend our knees into goddess pose. So raise up, place your hands on your thighs. So now our toes are pointed out this direction. So our knees are in the same direction as our toes. Okay. We'll take our butt out, stick it out here. Take a few breaths. So here we're kind of sticking our butt out here, creating that low curve on our back. Then we'll take the tailbone towards our heels. We'll go into a little mini twist. We'll take our right shoulder down, left shoulder up, and we'll look to our left. Breathing into our twist here. Not twisting too much, but just enough to feel a different sensation. Then inhale, exhale. Let's go the opposite way. Left shoulder down, looking towards our right. Inhale, exhale, towards the center, and then come on up into our star pose. Let's raise our arm up towards the side, like we are a shining star here, hugging our legs in, taking the belly towards the spine, shoulder blades towards the back. And then we'll take our right arm over left arm down towards the side for a side stretch. Inhale, exhale, opposite way. Left arm over. And if we're Bowing forward, we're going to take the left shoulder, open our heart. Inhale, we'll bring our feet towards hip distance apart. Let's shake things out here. And then catching our breath in Tadasana, mountain pose, feeling the strength in our legs by hugging our legs in, taking the tailbone towards the heel, rolling the shoulders back. Using our breath to bring space in our body. Not only can we stretch with our movement, we can expand from the inside out with our breath. Connecting to our new bodies, preparing it for the new life that's yet to come. Acknowledging that we are circulating energy all throughout our bodies. Circulating oxygen to flush out any toxins, to rejuvenate all the cells in our body, making them strong. And knowing that we are mindfully bringing calmness to our bodies as well. All right. And let's come into Malasana, to a yogi squat. So our feet are at an angle. The distance is a little bit higher than hip distance. So we're going to come bring our hips down. If you have a block, you can sit on the block here. Okay. Hands in prayer. And then our elbows are going to be the inside of our legs, our knees. Inhale, let's take the spine straight, lengthen it. Exhale, we'll press, put a little pressure, a little hug between our elbow and our knees. Good. We'll close our eyes here. Observing the thoughts and the sensations. And knowing the difference between when things are hard in our body or if things are painful. And then using our intuition to adjust and not push ourselves, but just gently adjust to modify. All right, let's take the left hand straight. So our fingers are pointed down. And then we're going to open our right side and then we'll look over slightly to the right. Take an inhale, exhale back into your prayer. Taking the right fingertips down this time and opening the other side slightly, looking left. Inhale, exhale back into prayer. And then you had a pillow in the beginning. We're going to come back and bring that pillow back. I have a blanket. We're going to come back and sit down on the floor with our height support. Coming back into sitting and into our butterfly pose, bringing the soles of the feet together and experimenting the distance between the groin and the heels. If your belly is a bit big and it feels better, you can bring your feet a little bit forward or your heel towards. See which distance feels good to you. You can have your hands on your ankle, on your shins, on your toes. We'll just hang out here in butterfly. And if you want more support, you can always have the option to put any blocks under your knees as well too if you want. But if you don't need to, it's fine. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, belly towards the back. Welcoming the new beginnings to come, adjusting to the change, and bringing out love. And if we ever feel any frustration with our new body, take a deep breath in and exhale, bringing that frustration to our body, but accompanying it with love. That all emotions are welcome. They need to be felt. And as we practice this, we also want to teach this to our future children, that all feelings are welcomed. It's just how do we react to it? Being mindful of the appropriate time to express it and how we express it. Okay, let's take the left heel, bring it closer to our groin, and let's take the right leg out straight. So the right toes are pointed up towards the sky. Move the flesh from your sit bones so you feel more grounded in your seat. Okay, take the shoulders back. And then find the position for your right hand and take the left palm up towards the sky in your inhale, exhale. So bring it over. And let's take the left shoulder, bring it back. So we're opening our heart towards the sky slightly. Beautiful. Inhale, exhale, release the hands towards the floor, taking the right heel towards our groin, switching sides. Extending the left leg straight, toes up towards the sky, flexed. Left hand resting on your left leg and taking the right palm up. You inhale, exhale over. And then take the right shoulder back, opening up. Inhale, exhale, come back into cross-legged. And moving into cat-cows at your own pace. We'll do a few and I'll let you know when to stop. Again, using your breath to lead you. Mindfully bringing the breath first and movement after, following it. And then one more round. When you're done, you're going to come back into seated. Let's raise the right arm up and bend and have your palm on the back. And take the left hand and gently take the right elbow down. Inhale and exhale, take the belly towards the spine to root your sit bones down more. And in your mind, imagining your baby smiling and bringing your little smile on your face as well. Inhale, exhale, both hands down. Let the blood flow down. Take the left arm up, left palm towards the back, and gently pressing down the left elbow with the right hand. And lift the chest and then take the belly towards the spine on our exhale. Inhale, exhale, palms down, and we'll come towards the mat. So take the pillow or blanket off. We'll come in bent knees, flat feet on the floor, and then we'll move our hands. The fingertips are pointed this way towards our feet. Okay. Take the our feet, the distance of the mat. So our outer edge is at the out of the mat. And then you can wind wipe your legs, taking the knees to the left and then to the right. And noticing that if you feel like you need to stretch in one position a bit longer, feel free to stay in that area and breathe into that position, loosening that area up. Okay. And let's bring our feet closer together, hip distance apart, into like an upside down tabletop. So we'll lift the hips up, see how far you can go. You can lift your hips higher. It doesn't need to be perfect. And just see how where your strength takes you. We're hugging the thighs towards the center, hugging the elbows, engaging our limbs this way, looking up. Taking deep breaths in and out. And then inhale, exhale, bring your hips down into our next pose, which will be a modified pigeon pose. So you can take your fingertips facing backwards this time for more support. Okay. Raise the right ankle and put the right ankle in front of the left knee here. Okay. And we'll just gently take this knee and towards this direction, just gently stretching it. Just breathing into it as you press this part towards the opposite wall. Keeping your feet flexed. And not just pushing too much, just slightly to open up the hips. Inhale, exhale, bring both feet towards the floor, and then taking the left ankle in front of our right knee, switching sides, flexing the feet here. Taking deep breaths in and out. Inhale, exhale, both feet on the floor. And we'll lay on our backs for bridge pose. So feet are hip distance apart or a little bit wider. Hands towards the side. Engage the legs, hug them towards the midline. Lift our hips here, keeping the engagement in the legs. Pressing down your palms on the floor here. You can either stay at this stage or interlace the fingers underneath. Scoot your shoulders in towards the midline, lifting the heart to lift the hips even more if you want to go higher. Again, notice where you're at, what your body feels, and letting go of any expectations of how your body should be, but finding the right place for where you are right now at this moment, using the breath to bring yourself into the present. Inhale, exhale, bring the hips down into a quick happy baby, taking the feet, soles of the feet towards the sky, widening the knees apart, and just rocking left and right. And taking 2 more breaths in happy baby. And when you're ready, you're going to release all your limbs and coming to your Shavasana. But since you have a bigger belly, we're going to lay on our left side. So you can take 2 pillows, one for your head, and then one for between your legs. And we're going to lay on our left side. And just enjoying this restorative pose, closing our eyes, slowing our breath, feeling the peace as a heavy feeling, but warm, comforting feeling in your body. We're going to loosen the tension between our eyebrows. Loosen the tension in our jaws. Letting our heart open and melt. And feeling our legs heavy on the mat. Imagining the slow pounding of our hearts. Imagining that your heart rate is also your baby's heart rate. Slowing baby's heart rate down. Seeing your baby smile. And feeling the joy of your new self, of your new life. Knowing that you're doing all you can to make it the best as possible. And you're doing a great job by giving time to practice yoga, to make your body strong, to make your spirit strong, to make your baby strong. And we'll lay here for a couple of minutes in silence and in peace. Let's take a deep breath in and a big breath out. We'll slowly bring awareness back into our minds and our body. We'll slowly bring slight movements and wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers. And then slowly lift yourself up into meditation pose. Closing our eyes as we sit. And just noticing how our body feels now. And remembering how it felt in the beginning of class. Let's place our hands on our heart. Inhaling love for ourselves. Take the hands on our belly. Bringing love to our baby. And then place our hands in prayer in front of our heart. Connecting our mind to the universe, to our environment. And with this new energy that we have right now from our practice, we're just attracting love, warmth, safety. And we'll bring gratitude for making the time to take care of ourselves. And when we focus on things we're thankful for, we attract more good things. And as for me, I'm so thankful to share this practice with you and with your future baby. We'll bow our heads down. Namaste.